Welcome to today's lesson, the 1-hour rule of money. If you stay until the end of this lesson and apply what you learn consistently, you'll begin to look at money in a completely different way. The principles you're about to hear are simple, but they have helped countless people improve their financial lives. Building wealth isn't about getting lucky. It's about making informed decisions, developing good habits, and giving your money a purpose. Many people believe they don't earn enough money to become financially successful. While income certainly matters, it's only one part of the equation. There are people who earn high salaries but struggle financially because they spend almost everything they make. At the same time, there are people with average incomes who gradually build wealth because they consistently save, invest, and avoid unnecessary debt. That is where the 1-hour rule of money begins. The 1-hour rule simply means this: spend at least 1 hour every week thinking about your money instead of only spending it. Most people spend hours every week working to earn money, but they spend almost no time planning how that money should work for them. Money needs direction. Without a plan, it tends to disappear. Imagine receiving your salary. Within a few days, you've paid bills, bought food, gone out with friends, made impulse purchases, and ordered things you didn't really need. At the end of the month, you wonder where all your money went. This cycle repeats because you never paused to make a plan. The 1-hour rule encourages you to set aside 1 uninterrupted hour every week to review your finances. During that hour, you ask yourself important questions. How much money did I earn? How much did I spend? Which expenses were necessary? Which purchases could I have avoided? How much did I save? How much did I invest? How can I improve next week? These questions may seem simple, but they can completely change your financial future. Many successful investors, entrepreneurs, and business owners regularly review their finances. They don't leave money to chance. They measure it, monitor it, and manage it. Money rewards attention. If you ignore your finances, they often become disorganized. If you pay attention to them consistently, they become easier to manage. Let's talk about one of the biggest financial mistakes people make. They confuse wants with needs. A need is something essential for your daily life. Food, shelter, transportation for work, education, healthcare, and basic utilities are examples of needs. A want is something you would enjoy having but can live without. The problem is that modern advertising constantly encourages people to turn wants into needs. The newest phone, the newest shoes, the latest fashion, the expensive restaurant, the luxury car. There is nothing wrong with enjoying nice things. The problem begins when buying them prevents you from reaching your financial goals. Every unnecessary purchase has an opportunity. Cost. Suppose you spend $100 on something you didn't really need. That $100 could have been invested. It could have purchased inventory for a small business. It could have been used to learn a valuable skill. It could have earned returns over time. Small spending decisions made repeatedly become large financial outcomes. Now, let's discuss budgeting. Many people dislike the word budget. They imagine restrictions and frustration. But a budget is simply a plan. Imagine taking a long journey without knowing your destination. You would waste time, fuel, and energy. Money works exactly the same way. Without a budget, every purchase becomes emotional instead of intentional. One practical budgeting method is simple. First, pay your essential expenses. Second, save a percentage immediately after receiving your income. Third, invest another portion. Finally, spend what remains on entertainment and lifestyle. Notice something important. Saving comes before entertainment. Investing comes before luxury. Many people reverse this order. They spend first. If something is left, they save. Unfortunately, something is rarely left. Instead, make saving automatic. Treat your savings like a monthly bill that must always be paid. This simple habit can transform your financial future over several years. Now, let's talk about emergency funds. Life is unpredictable. Cars break down. Phones stop working. Unexpected medical expenses appear. Jobs change. Businesses experience slow months. Without savings, every emergency becomes a financial crisis. An emergency fund gives you breathing room. Financial experts often recommend building enough savings to cover several months of essential living expenses. The exact amount depends on your circumstances, but having a dedicated emergency reserve can reduce stress and help you avoid borrowing money at high interest when unexpected expenses arise. Start small, save consistently. Even modest amounts grow over time when you add to them regularly. Now let's discuss debt. Not all debt is equal. Some debt helps increase your future earning potential, such as financing education or purchasing equipment that generates business income, provided the borrowing is affordable and carefully planned. Other debt comes from buying items that lose value quickly. If you borrow money for expensive clothing, luxury gadgets, or entertainment that you cannot comfortably afford, you may still be making payments long after the excitement has disappeared. Whenever you're considering borrowing money, ask yourself one important question. Will this debt make me richer or poorer over time? If the answer is poorer, think carefully before proceeding. Now, let's move on to one of the most powerful concepts in personal finance. Pay yourself first. Most people pay everyone else before they pay themselves. They pay stores, they pay restaurants, they pay subscriptions, they pay entertainment. Then they hope to save whatever remains. Successful savers reverse the order. The first transfer after income arrives goes directly into savings or investments, whatever remains becomes the spending budget. This forces your lifestyle to adapt to your financial goals instead of your financial goals adapting to your lifestyle. Now let's discuss increasing income. Saving alone is important, but increasing your income creates even greater opportunities. Many people focus only on reducing expenses. While cutting unnecessary spending is valuable, there is also tremendous value in developing new income streams. Ask yourself questions like these. Can I learn a skill that people will pay for? Can I start a small online business? Can I create digital products? Can I offer a service in my community? Can I sell products online? Can I invest in assets that may generate income over time? These questions encourage growth rather than limitation. Many successful people don't rely on just one source of income. Instead, they gradually build multiple streams. One income source pays the bills, another builds savings, another supports investments, another provides extra financial security. You don't need to create all of these immediately. Build them one at a time. Patience often produces stronger and more sustainable results than rushing. Let's discuss one habit that separates financially successful people from everyone else. Continuous learning. Money changes. Technology changes. Markets change. Businesses change. The people who continue learning are often better, prepared to adapt. Spend time reading books. Listen to educational podcasts. Watch reliable educational videos. Take courses that improve your skills. Learning is an investment that can increase your future earning potential. Finally, remember this important truth. Your income is important, but your habits determine whether that income becomes wealth. Someone earning a moderate income with disciplined habits can often accumulate more wealth over time than someone with a high income who spends without a plan. The 1-hour rule is not complicated. Every week, dedicate 1 uninterrupted hour to reviewing your financial life. Track your income, track your expenses, review your savings, review your investments, plan next week's spending. Set one financial goal. Repeat this process week after week. Small improvements made consistently can add up over time. In Part 2, we'll explore how wealthy people think differently about money, how to build multiple income streams, how investing works, why compound growth matters, and practical business ideas that can help you grow your income over the long term.